So, after having run a couple of half marathons and seven full marathons and one ultra, I was tired of pounding the pavement. And in one of those marathons, I came in 7 minutes short of qualifying for Boston. And I was crushed. I cried for a week. And so I had to find a way to stop taking myself so seriously. When I discovered the Tough Mudder, it just offered the perfect solution for me because the race isn't even timed. These obstacle races are about 10 miles in distance and they have about 25 obstacles. And each race varies. Mine were in Beaver Creek, Colorado, on the side of the ski slope that topped out at 11,440 feet. So it offered over 4,000 feet of elevation change. It was just a lot of fun, big variety. And now now that I've run a couple of Tough Mudders and have finished 18 full or ultra marathons, I have some perspective and some experience regarding endurance racing. And I believe that any race and any distance is a worthwhile endeavor and should be on every bucket list. But that obstacle races and mud races are even better. Why? Because they offer variety and they build teamwork and they give purpose to gym training and they can become a metaphor for life. Obstacle racing began in England in 1997 and came over to America in 2009. And within 3 years, they had grown in popularity 3,558%, hosting 1.5 million participants. There's several reasons why they are so popular. One is the variety. They mix up the obstacles with the running, whereas like even your triathlon that has some variety over running, you have to complete your events in their entirety before moving on. Also, the courses change, and so the locations will be different. The events have different personalities. Every year they change them up with different obstacles, and each race is a new experience. The training is also varied because you do more than just running. You have to use all your muscle groups and get those ready. And the race requires endurance and speed and dexterity and stability and creativity and power, and you just have so much variety. The second reason why they are so popular is for the teamwork aspect. Um, with the training, you don't skip your workouts because your team is counting on you and you don't want to let them down. Second, despite the number of other contestants with you, the triathlon and the marathon are still solitary events. Third, the teams can reach out to other teams. For example, the half pipe obstacle was in both of the Tough Mudders that I ran, and it's a quarter pipe that's over 15 feet tall, and it's curved at the top, and there's no handholds. It's hard enough to scramble up it on your own, but when you're covered in mud, it's really hard, and I'd probably still be there today if it weren't for the strangers that reached down a hand and pulled me up. So, third, obstacle course raining is popular because it gives a purpose to your training. Margaret Schlacher, a top obstacle racer, explained that it's the great equalizer because the elite runners have to learn how to do the obstacles and the power lifters have to learn how to run. She said OCR rewards the most versatile, well rounded athlete. Depending on specific goals, anyone from weekend warrior to professional athlete can find enjoyment in pushing him or herself in an obstacle race course. And so, second, it gives you motivation to train and to get in shape, and that's pretty powerful. And third, Daniel Vitalis, who is one of the obstacle course designers, he said it will hone your ability to perform under pressure. And fourth, it's just fun to be a big kid and run around and climb on things and jump in mud, and so it's just fun for training. The final reason that obstacle course training is so popular is that it's a metaphor for life. Um, one reason it pushes you mentally. To quote the Obstacle Race Training Bible, Accept that there will be times when you will want to quit and when you physically cannot continue. Know that the person to the left and right of you are going through the same thing. Keep going for them, for the team, for the mission. So, like life, we just can't quit. Margaret Schlacher also said, "You may not always know what to expect, but when you encounter obstacles, you have to find your way up, over, or around it before you can continue." And Kyle Kortleben, who's a motivational speaker from Belgium, he said that overcoming life obstacles requires similar strategy to obstacle races. Different trials in life require power or stability or endurance or technique to overcome, in addition to creativity to figure out what will work. Daniel Vitalis believes that, like overcoming obstacles in races, we can challenge ourselves to move calmly and smoothly through life's trials. More than just our physical skill and ability, obstacles help us hone our ability to stay focused and endure challenges in work, relationships, and such as that. In conclusion, obstacle course training offers variety and it builds teamwork and it gives purpose to your training and it's a metaphor for life. To quote Frank A. Clark, an American writer and cartoonist, if you can find a path with no obstacles, it probably doesn't lead anywhere. So go get out of your comfort zone. Go run a race. Go run in mud. Go play.